Yeah. Let's go. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. A lot of trapping going on in my city, a lot of ratting going on in my city. Shoot first or die now, gotta stay strapped when in my city. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. Shots get fired, mama crying, baby dying, ain't no love on these streets. Youth is law, daddy gone, holding on, but they out of reach. Mama just pray for your baby, mama just pray for your baby. Cause in the city of lights, niggas be acting with shades. 10 toes is what they preach, but what they speak fall on deaf ears. Headshots ain't no best here. Wrong move, you get left here. Right now ain't no next year. Make plans now for the future. For any chance a nigga catch me slip, at least my kids will be Gucci. I'm just trying to do numbers and really run up the stats. I'm just trying to get cheese, but niggas is acting like rats. Loyalty, I really heard of that. Play the battlefield and hit a landmine. When it's fourth down in the fourth quarter, what you gonna do on the goal line? I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. A lot of trapping going on in my city, a lot of ratting going on in my city. Shoot first or die now, gotta stay strapped when in my city. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way.
Lord knows I'm wrestling with too many legions. Constantine with vivid dreams of demons. Born in the Babylon of empty schemers. Scorned with some thorns because my color features. Labeled and schemed on by other creatures. Fuck it, in debt to be my brother's keeper. You know, growing up humble came with fights to pay. No fear, we handle casualties all types of ways. No cap, strapped with these cannons and these verbal lessons. So chill, channel these angers with these herbal sessions. My eyes red from tears that I done camouflage. Holding back all the years like Mick Hucknall and Moss. Voodoo Ranger, a creative loner.
I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way. A lot of trapping going on in my city, a lot of ratting going on in my city. Shoot first or die now, gotta stay strapped when in my city. I'm just trying to build an empire, but niggas always in the way. I swear these niggas in the way, these niggas all in the way.
feel like as I'm getting older, I'm having a hard time dealing with stuff. I don't understand it. Like when I was young, I used to do stuff like drive fast and listen to my music loud. But why does it seem like now, anytime I see somebody doing that, I feel like I got to stop. Hey, young dude, slow down. Why is that? Why is it that as we get old, some of the same stuff we used to do all of a sudden becomes the wrong thing? I don't understand it, man.
NEMPATHY Show, we up in here Sunday night, man. What's good, man?
What up, though?
Yeah, man. Like we said in our new segment, Am I Tripping? Starting off, right? You know, we got a new Am I Tripping? Where My Dad's At podcast. Shout out to the homie that has sent this in. So what you think, man? He said, yo, the things I used to do when I was young, I used to drive crazy, drive fast, music blasting, coming through the neighborhood. Now when I see them young kids doing that, I'm like, hey. You know what I mean? But is he tripping? Is he not letting the young kids shine? Or, you know, is he supposed to be on that tip?
Nah, I don't think you're tripping. Cause I think as you get older, you realize like how many times like you almost killed yourself. It's like, hey, man, like you think you having fun, but you realize like you playing it kind of close to the line. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, like you at least put them up on game. Like, hey, man, you gonna do what you want to do, but I just did that. You know what I'm saying? Being as though you know what I'm saying, and I feel like I don't know. Now that I'm in my 30s, bro, I'm starting to understand. Like the advice, like where my parents was at when they gave the advice. Not just understanding the advice, but understanding like where they were mentally, physically, emotionally. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This stuff is starting to make more sense.
Yeah,
so
man.
you try and tell the youngins, but also I feel closer. I think because like musically, like sonically, like we're closer. Like niggas still they listen in the Future and Drake and all that. It's like, man, them niggas. Most of the niggas that you listen to that's really popping right now is because we started listening to them. Like, y'all were literally children. We were the ones getting the mixtapes and the CDs and going to the shows or whatever. Versus, you know, our parents, like, niggas wasn't going to see Slick Rick, Rob Bass,
MC Hammer,
Earth, Wind and Fire, yeah, MC Hammer or whoever they was listening to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't there. The old school Jam Festival, whatever.
My parents, man, they I was born in '82, and they just missed they just missed the hip hoppers, right? Like, you know, they heard hip hop coming, and
right.
They came up off of funk and even disco, you know. So they weren't trying to hear that shit. You know, it might have been fun. It might have been a cool jam. Like, treat me right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like that. Chub Rock or something. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know this man personally, yo, and homie used to drive reckless. Did a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? And no, he's not tripping, man. You got to teach the truth to the young black youth. You know what I mean? Yo, it's the NEMPATHY Show. BRYANBEKNOWIN in the building.
It's easier to kill somebody. You could kill somebody else. Like, even if you don't kill yourself or don't hurt yourself, like, you putting other people's lives in danger doing what you want to do.
Facts. And that's not something you want to do, is put other people's lives in danger, you know?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yo,
I ain't
Brian.
killed nobody by
SONICBOONE.
But go ahead.
By accident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
SONICBOONE
TV.
Purpose either.
Like Brandy did.
Hey, go ahead.
Yo. So listen. We start the show off with a video that questions manhood in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I got this is a prank that a young man played on his soon to be baby mama, right? And the initial reaction may be one thing, but after a while, when it sets in, you know, your feelings might change about it. So I just want to get your opinion. So listen, you know, it started off. He did the little prank with, hey man, look in the bottle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She'd go look in the bottle, you squeeze the bottle and water all in her face.
Mm-hmm.
So then when she stepped back, all the water in her face, he smacked in the forehead with a fucking egg.
Yeah. Like the water was cool. Like I think she was like you could kind of see in her face like, you got me with the water. But the egg was like, what? And it wasn't even like good on the forehead. It was like in between her eyes, and she got yolk all in her eyes. That's how you get salmonella, nigga.
Yeah, man, and then Shorty was pregnant, man.
Yeah.
That really just messed it up right there. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
I feel like she'd have let the water slide. Cause I'm
Yeah,
assuming,
she
I'm
would've.
assuming that they play pranks with each other all the time. So, all right,
Right.
The water's cool, but the egg is a bit much.
Yeah, and it's not even the egg. It's the force of your hand smashing this egg against my face.
But you gotta put some force behind it to crack the egg, and you gotta do it fast. Cause if you do it slow, she gonna move. So you gotta hit her with this egg.
Surprise,
yeah.
nigga. Word up. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't feel safe closing my eyes around her.
no, cause you can also see her doing the math. Like, I'm gonna get this. I can't believe this nigga.
Facts, man. Yo, so sports, my nigga, sports. Yo, man, did you check out the NBA Hall of Fame inductions?
I ain't watch. I just watched a few clips on Instagram. So I seen part of Vanessa's speech. I seen part of Tim Duncan's speech when he was talking to Greg Popovich. I didn't realize that Tim Duncan was originally a swimmer, and the only reason he got into basketball is because whatever pool he was using got messed up.
What?
Yeah. I just somebody put it in the caption. I was like, yo, what were you doing? Like how good are you at swimming? Or are you not good at swimming? Like how do you go from that to legendary basketball player? Like you're completely focused on the sport that the mechanics do not translate at all.
I mean, some people are just athletes.
True.
You know what I mean? You just there's people in the NFL where like I just started playing football 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You know what?
They come out of Africa and shit like.
Yeah, and clearly Dennis Rodman is just.
That's how Jason Pierre-Paul was.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't playing no football.
And now that I think about it, it makes sense. That's why he just the big fundamentals. Like, I do this and the ball goes in. All right, I'm just
put it in the hole. Yeah, I'm clearly
put it in the
bigger
box
and taller
and
than everybody.
Right.
Word up. So this is the 2020 inductees. There's some names on here I don't know, but of course we got Kobe Bryant, right? I've heard of Tamika Catchings before. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. Yo, Kevin Garnett supposedly was throwing shade at former teammates Ray Allen, and another player on the team. Well, basically he was like, yo, they lost. They did a 7-game series to Miami, right? Mm-hmm. The year after they won the whole thing. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So they lost 7 games to Miami Heat, and then Ray Allen was a free agent. Then he went to Miami to go get a ring. So Kevin Garnett's kind of salty about that. Him and I think you were saying something about Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce, but Paul, where did Paul go?
I don't think. Maybe he said he don't like him or something.
Kevin Garnett makes it easy to not like him though. So he's just one of them niggas that's just going to nig.
Yeah, man. Talking about some Honey Nut Cheerios and shit. Surprised they ain't never get into it. Him and Melo.
Like in real life, yeah.
Word up. Yo, Lamar Odom said he want to box Jake Paul to avenge the knockout that Nate Robinson took.
You know what? You know what? You know what I would do if I was the Paul brothers? Nigga, I'm retiring. I'm everything and no. Y'all can't see me.
Yeah, the one that's supposed to box Floyd said after this he retiring.
Well, that's because Floyd gonna beat him to a pulp. But, but like, yeah, nah, because people so angry. Like, you ever play a game against like a sore winner, and you beat that nigga? You like, I don't even feel like playing no more. Just to let him sit in that. I want to beat you. Yeah, that's what I would do.
A sore winner.
Mm-hmm. You know, niggas like, yeah, I'm the real. Y'all can't see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm killing on it. All right.
I mean, he might be right, nigga.
Until he lose, and then like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be cool. I got work in the morning. Niggas be salty.
Hell yeah. Yo, where my dad's at podcast said, "Don't do it, Lamar. Don't do it. Don't step in the ring." Yo, niggas be needing that payday.
Also,
Yo, Lamar Odom probably got a reach.
He does, but also crack. So how does that
translate?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He say he's reformed.
I mean, I get it, but that don't mean you're a boxer. It's another thing. First of all, Nate wasn't even fighting. Nate just ran in and tried to tackle the nigga.
Yeah, Nate
in the parking lot.
Tried to
like, Nate,
like just try to flex on him and shit.
Nate was like
trying to scare him.
The nigga. Yeah, he trying to nah, he ain't scared of you, boy. You
got stuck. Hey, we have not heard from Nate Robinson since that.
No, what are you gonna say?
He ain't gonna avenge himself. A rematch.
He don't want that smoke.
Don't nobody want to see that shit.
That's even sadder. You lose the fight, you don't want to fight no more. Like, dang, this.
I don't even want to fight no more.
Dang.
God damn. Yo, what else we got in sports? All right, so listen, man. NBA playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, this is from ESPN.com. You know, this is a daily update. If the season was to end today, right, this would be the playoff picture, right? Okay. So I just want to direct everyone's eyes to the fourth seed. You know what I'm saying? Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers. I heard they got home court advantage or some shit like that.
Yeah, first four get home court advantage.
Get quietly making noise.
I mean, you know, shout out to them. I can't say nothing. Dang. Like, is they really that good, or did the East just fall off that far?
The East has fallen off that far because number 8 is Washington.
Oh no, you got two of the best scorers in the league.
Man, that don't mean they're a team.
That's also true. But if you putting up points, you putting up points. You gotta. Washington don't have no real presence in the paint, and that has been a problem for like the last 20 years. Like, niggas always have a guard, whether it's Bradley or John Wall or Gilbert Arenas or whoever. Like, niggas always been good at the guard position, but filling out them other spots have not been, you know.
Yo, in my 30 plus years in the DMV area, the most recent time that the Wizards were good, that's been the John Wall era. That's probably the best I've ever seen that Washington basketball team in my lifetime. I can't think of them going deep into the playoffs or being a contender.
Because was it? No. Okay. Before that, because I remember I was in high school, because my friends was Lakers fans and they was teasing us about this. When Gilbert Arenas got us through the first round of playoffs, the niggas it was like a parade. Like, niggas was happy. They made like round 2 towels and all this. because niggas made it to the second round of the playoffs, and they was like, the second round? What is the second round? Like nigga, that's what y'all aspire to?
Right. That's y'all Super Bowl, y'all y'all finals and shit. Just cause got that far. I mean, like I said, man, y'all used to be the boule, man. They when I went to see the Washington Bullets play the Lakers with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his final season, they was wearing like these white, their warm-ups was like white like gowns, like they was like real baggy, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's looking bad.
Niggas just looking like they getting the extras.
I think before that, they made it to the playoffs. The Bulls last season, not the Bulls last season, Mike's last season. I remember Mike put them out the playoffs first round. Like they got the AC and the Bulls had first, so I think they got swept.
Yo, man. So listen, I got a question. What is a man to do? All right. What is a man to do? Okay. So here's the scenario. Scenario is you in a loving relationship. You know, it's you and your lady, right? And there's trust between the both of you, right? She can go out to the club with her girls. You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. She always gonna give a fuck. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you trust her. Right. You know what I mean? So the scenario is she goes on a girl's trip, right? Remember, y'all in a loving relationship. Ain't no drama, ain't no beef going on in y'all relationship, right? But she accidentally sends you photos during the trip. Like, you know, her girls, they sending each other pictures and shit. She sent you the photos by mistake, and they look like this. What do you do? What is a man to do? Okay? What is a man to do? I had to zoom in on the joint. You know? What is a man to do in this situation?
That's crazy.
Remember, you trust her.
Right, I trust her, right? And I know it's a possibility that she was just out drunk, wild in the streets. Niggas picked her up. Hee hee ha ha.
Shout out to Infinite Mind 8. IG checking in.
But also, come on, man. Like, come on, dog. Like that is the face of enjoyment.
Oh yeah, she enjoying that shit.
Right. Right. And then you sending the pictures. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like your homegirl, like we had a group chat and she put them in the wrong chat. Like you. And then.
You know who really enjoying it? This dude right here. He know what's possible. The other dude right here, he just whatever. He's like woo. Yeah, you know. The other dude like nigga already.
Yeah, I'm about to. We on a mission now.
Yeah.
Cause this is the second picture.
Yeah, it's the third.
Right. Oh, they stuck around.
Yeah.
In different positions and.
Shit.
My feelings is hurt, dog.
What is a man to do?
That's a good question. I don't know, young. Cause you want. Cause as an adult, as a like true adult, you don't want to be paid.
Not a fake one.
I'm going on the guys trip, and then I accidentally sent you some pictures. You know
nigga, I'm going on the guys trip.
But
I'm going on the guys trip.
You kind of do. Well, like, because what is you?
I'm going on the guys trip, nigga.
This stuff like this is why I'm scared to get in a relationship, man.
Yo, man, like women crazy, yo. Right?
They are, young. And then you gotta think this is something that she probably did with her friends that you don't even like.
Yep, them
little
whores.
Rockhead Tasha.
Whores.
I hate Tasha.
Her whores friends.
And you just punch Shorty right in her mouth. You that's my sister. All right, sister.
The ones you be telling them about, and they end up turning on them in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, girls trips are oversold. Okay, right? Girls trips, in my experience, girls trips always turn into arguments.
Somebody mad.
All right, if it's three of them, one of them not rocking with the other two by the end of the trip, or you know, somebody always mad.
Somebody always ain't got no money, or they don't want to go nowhere. Like they just want to be in the room all day, or they take forever to get dressed.
And you know another thing. Sometimes there's a friend that be smutting off, and the other girls be mad about that shit.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta keep up with her. Like this nigga about to get kidnapped, and now I gotta stop what I'm doing.
Facts.
So this dummy don't die. Where niggas be like, all right, bro, all right.
Shit,
you know
man.
What hotel at?
It's Doug Bennett, Mr. Perspective in the building. What's good?
My brothers. What's happening? What we talking about? Hoes?
Oh no, man. You usually come in on fire and shit. I thought
Is this really
are
what
you
we're
going through
talking about?
something?
This
are
what
you
we
going
talking
through
about?
something? No, this is
About to heat up.
What is
Are
a
we
man to
talking
do?
about poker? What is a man to do? Slap the shit out of that hoe.
When she get home?
Oh no, right there in the picture.
Oh shit.
Right there in the picture. See if she keep that fucking smile on her face caught between Wyatt Earp and Pancho Villa.
What's the
Word
other
up.
picture? Is it just the two, or is it some more?
Oh no, we got we got some other pictures.
See if she still look like everything is okay at the corral.
Oh yeah, look at this shit, man.
God damn.
What is a man to do? You trust your girl, but she inadvertently sent you this on the WhatsApp, nigga.
You don't trust no woman. You don't trust no woman. Like go ahead with the dumb shit. You don't trust no woman, man. Are you fucking kidding me? and I'm gonna tell you right now. I blame him. Because more than likely she took that trip on his dime. I blame him. Nigga, you should have known what type of bitch you was with.
But these women got money today. These women got money. They be going to girls trips in spite. They be trying to show a nigga, I got money. I go on a girls trip. I don't need to wait for you, nigga. I go on a girls trip.
Okay. What goes around comes around, ho. So when you find me between cinnamon and paprika in a strip club, don't
Just
say
in the
shit.
spice cabinet.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Where My Dad's At podcast said I would take her on the guys trip and leave her in the hotel while out.
Nah, because she'll end up wilding out with some of the guys on that damn trip.
Facts.
Hold up, look at this. Hold up.
Plus-
smack that joint.
Yeah.
First and
Look at
foremost,
his
look
face
at
in
how
his hand position. Like he got a
look
Look
at how
at this.
look at how aerodynamically friendly she is.
Hell
Find your
yeah.
face on this nigga's stomach. Like your face shouldn't be on nobody's stomach.
And he pushing it down. He pushing her head down and shit right there.
God damn. God damn. God damn.
Now,
For
that's
a
what
woman
women.
that, I'm gonna tell you right now, real talk. I know this is NEMPATHY, but for a woman to go that fucking hard, her man did something. Her man did something, bro. Her man did something.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not doing something.
She's taking smutting to DEFCON 7.
Oh,
Like, come on, man. You don't accidentally send your man no shit like that. That's like Kim Kardashian losing her sex tape. You don't. How the fuck you lose the tape and there's only 2 of you motherfuckers in the room? You don't you don't accidentally send your man no shit like that, bro.
But
You don't accidentally send no
of it.
Yes.
She probably been wild on the trips before she met the nigga.
Thank you.
Probably
This shit ain't nothing new.
Girl, don't act brand new just because you got a man.
Bro.
Get some tequila up in you and you start reverting.
No, she got more than tequila up in her on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough, man.
Like, come on, Slim. And you want to know what's bad? Who's taking the picture?
Her friend, Tasha.
Thank you.
The one you don't like.
Yeah, the one you don't
friend
like.
you don't like is taking the picture.
Yes, bitch.
taking
That's
that
the caption. Yes, bitch. Yes.
She's the one. I'm gonna tell you right now. You say whatever you want to. Her friend sent that picture to her man. She didn't send it. Yeah, you punk ass nigga. And that's the caption on it. Punk ass nigga.
Yep. Man, they spiteful like that. That's crazy.
These women, I'm telling you, these jokers nowadays, it used to be a time period where your bitch cheated on you and it was just cool, under the radar type shit. You didn't find out about it until your 25th. You didn't find about it until your 25th wedding anniversary or some shit like that. Now these bitches are cheating on you while you're planning your first wedding anniversary.
Yo, man. Yo,
oh yeah, you getting cheated on live. Everybody
it sound like this nigga eating seedless grapes.
I was about to ask, like, what is this? Is it good? Because this nigga,
man, nigga,
these seedless.
Grapes, these grapes are the best grapes I've ever tasted. That's how hungry I am.
I can tell, because this nigga going.
I'm going hard on these grapes, man.
Yo, well, one last thing, yo, where my dad's at podcast said that her friend set her up, and girls be doing that shit. They be thinking they friend be their friend, but they be jealous of that happy relationship, and they be setting their friend up. Now, your girl had to be out there doing something wild to be set up.
Thank you. That's like a nigga getting arrested for selling drugs and blaming the police. No, nigga, somewhere along the line, you got caught with a pack on you.
Yeah, you decided to do this at some point. Like,
thank you, man. Stop it with the bullshit, Slim. Nobody can catch your ass slipping if you weren't on a wet surface. That's a word. That's a word, be knowing. That's a word. Can't nobody catch you slipping if you wasn't on a wet surface, nigga.
Didn't need to do that.
Yo, man, Doug. Right before you got on, we had ran through the sports real quick. What do you think about the NBA, well, the Basketball Hall of Fame? Not the NBA, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. The inductees that happened.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That Kobe joint is still unbelievable to me. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the most tragic part about the Kobe death was that he had his daughter with him. That's something I can never shake, man, because because all I can think to myself is, what are you as a father telling your child as you see the end coming?
Like in that moment, yeah.
That's all I can think about, man. Like, that to me, I've heard of a lot of tragic deaths before. That was probably the saddest and most tragic death I've ever heard of. That is the saddest thing in the world. And for Vanessa Bryant, she has all my love and admiration. You lost a husband and a daughter at the same time.
Publicly.
It was publicly.
What? On a big public stage.
Yeah.
And the police was out there passing photos of your husband and your daughter dead.
I don't. Everything else is minute. Like, I knew Kobe getting into the Hall of Fame was a foregone conclusion. It was a foregone. Kobe was a Hall of Famer by 2004. By 2004, you talk.
What is the stipulation? Like, you have to be away from the league. How many years? Okay, so
5 years.
He had passed that already.
Remember, Kobe retired in 2016, his 20th year in the league. So that's why he got in 2021. But Vanessa Bryant, man, that is one strong woman. And you got to understand, Vanessa Bryant is young. Like, it ain't like Vanessa Bryant old. Vanessa Bryant is like 40. I would say, let's see, Kobe was 3 years older than me. He was born in 1977. So you're talking about Vanessa Bryant is about, at most, 44. At most, she's about 44. And the truth of the matter is, I feel for her on so many
39.
levels. She's 39.
39.
39 years old, and I feel for her.
Yeah,
because
she was young. She was young when he was dealing with her. Yeah.
And this is how I feel for her, and hopefully nobody takes this a perverted way. She'll never be able to truly have love again. Who in their right mind is, and I hate to say this, but who's going to accept Vanessa Bryant being with somebody else?
Right.
What man is going to be able to truly carry that mantle being with her?
Man,
she will always be Kobe's woman.
It'd be a bunch of bitch ass dudes that's like Kobe stans that don't really want to be with her. They just want to be close to Kobe and asking her about Kobe and
but
shit.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You got to think about this from a real standpoint. Number one, she's the keeper of his estate now. So you're talking about she's about anywhere from $400 to $600 million strong. You got 3 daughters. You're a high profile widow at 39 years old. I don't think she'll ever be able to experience love again. Because what man would be able to step into that and be able to really deal with the weight of Kobe Bryant? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like playing for the Chicago Bulls after Michael Jordan won 6 titles.
Shout out to Young Opiate.
I really feel for her, man.
I feel like that is an unfair thing that we sometimes put on people who have lost their spouses. Like, you can't be like, it's like saying Lauren London can't date nobody else. Would be like so even if at some point they do develop feeling for somebody else, they feel like I can't be with you because how it's gonna look. You know
but as great as Nipsey was and what he meant to the culture, he ain't on Kobe level.
Kobe's level,
right? I'm
really
just using that for comparison. But I think you can't. Okay, you can't live up to what he did on the court. Okay, but like as a man presence, or as a husband, or as a father or a stepfather, I don't think that.
Could you ever real talk, Brian? Seeing somebody with Vanessa Bryant and not immediately think of Kobe?
Yeah,
yes
but
or no?
what I'm saying is,
Thank you.
Thank you. No. That's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I was gonna say. Was I don't really remember what she looks like. Like specifically, like she kind of looks like. Your average light-skinned / mixed woman from LA.
But that's not what we're saying. We're talking about, I'm saying from the standpoint when I say I have so much reverence for her strength, it's that, bro, you're talking about 3 daughters. You lost a daughter and a husband at the same time. Will she ever be able to open her heart up again, number one? And like I said, it's not like she's old. She's 39. There's plenty of life she has ahead. And then on top of that, what man would be able to carry that burden? What man? Do you understand how strong as a man and self-assured you have to be to fall in love with and carry the mantle for Kobe's widow and his 3 daughters? Because we're not talking about we're talking about 2 of them are very young. 2 of his daughters, 2 of the 3 are very young. And I'm just saying, when I look at Vanessa Bryant and everything she's lost and everything she has to continue, my level of respect for her is through the roof. It is through the roof because it's like it's almost like you on some and feel me when I say this because I know it's kind of 2 totally different things, but understand what I'm saying. It's almost like you're on some Betty Shabazz or Coretta Scott King type stuff. Nobody could ever marry Betty Shabazz. Nobody could ever marry Coretta Scott King.
It's the same. I know why you said it's different, but it is the same. Those guys are on that level.
You could never marry them.
Yeah, because as a man, I will always look at you in the shadows of her widow.
Like, could you imagine that, Brian? You marrying Coretta, God rest her soul. You marrying Coretta Scott King after she tragically lost her husband, and her husband was MLK.
I mean, we fell in love.
Young Opiate. We talking about the Hall of Fame right now. We got on a Kobe Bryant topic, and we showing love to Kobe's widow gave the commencement speech. Right?
She's a strong woman. She is a very, very strong woman, especially to know the road she has ahead for herself. I have nothing but love and admiration for Vanessa Bryant, for real. And like you said, she's only 39. She's only 39.
I think, and that's part of my point. I think it's unfair to say she's just going to be single for the, you're going to cancel out the next, 30, 40, 50 years of her life? Like, she can't have this part of happiness anymore?
I'm not saying that.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time on her part.
Yeah.
To get that out of her system.
That's the thing. You can't, and if you're going to date her or anybody who's lost a husband, like, you cannot go in like, I have to take on this mantle. I was living in the shadows and try to, because you can't. She has accepted the fact that you are not him. You can't go in trying to be.
We
him
don't know
specifically.
That. We don't know that. You know what I mean?
Like
if she hasn't
healed,
she might always put that on a nigga.
And like I said, for all people watching, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just talking about from the standpoint of just what she has to endure. She has 3 daughters she still has to raise. She has an entire Kobe Bryant estate she still has to maintain. And at the end of the day, she is still a woman and a person. How do you, as a woman, truly... I mean, that's a lot. And like I said, and like Boone said, she's only 39. She's only 39. Like, that is a lot. That is a lot. And it just my admiration and respect for her strength goes through the roof, because that's a lot to have to deal with. We could barely deal with death on a private and personal level. She has to mourn publicly,
and then people judge your mourning like, oh, she ain't crying enough. You know,
right?
Like yo, she she still got 3 daughters she got to be strong for. Like, I'm serious. Like I said, anybody who's watching this, if this by some chance gets to the Bryant family, Vanessa especially, my love is with you, and I just, your strength, the strength that you have is off the charts. It is off the charts. To have to mourn in front of the world the way you've had over the past year, and to continue to be strong for your daughters, words can't even express the level of respect that I have for you. Words can't even express it.
Yo, man, real quick, a sports topic that I didn't get to touch on. The NHL is the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning.
They just had, for the first time, they started an all-black front line in NHL history. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all 3 guys in the front, you know, were black people. You know what I'm saying? And they made a huge deal about it. You know what I mean?
Enforcers.
Yeah, they
were enforcers. Guarantee you they got into a fight.
I didn't see the score of that. I didn't see the score.
Niggas skate. You know, niggas got
them niggas can't skate.
Was it Steve Harvey? Niggas ain't with no stick.
Ain't no nigga getting in.
Them niggas holding on to the side. You come over here, I'll fuck you up. Come over here, I'll fuck you up.
Ain't no nigga getting in the NHL that can't skate.
I don't know. Some niggas can get into the NBA that can't shoot.
That's different. It's a bunch of niggas.
Kwame Brown.
You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to Kwame's agent. Because he kept that nigga relevant.
Yeah, he worked
way longer than he should have.
Yo, he got to play with greatness and learn from greatness.
Understand this. Whoever these people's agents are, Kwame Brown's agent and Shaquille O'Neal's agent, and Jamarcus Russell's agent, you should be in the Hall of Fame.
Jamarcus Russell's agent is a legend.
Is a legend. Legend. I heard today from Bart Scott that back in the day, this is how they used to tell whether or not you watched film or not. They would give you a blank DVD.
Yeah.
And give that joint to you, and then ask you the next day what it is you learned from the DVD. And Jamarcus Russell used to constantly say, "Yeah, I learned a lot." Blah blah. And they were like, and they would just sit there and watch and be like, "Yo, the DVD was blank, my nigga. It was blank."
Mm-hmm.
So what'd you learn about the black hole?
You learned about the blind side.
Yeah, nigga, the DVD was blank. They said there was actually he was in the league for what, 3 to 5 years. So obviously multiply that by 16 weeks, 80 times.
This nigga could throw like 80 yards from his knees. That's
he had a rifle for an arm. He had a missile.
That thing like young Jeezy.
No, he looks like Fat Jeezy.
Word up. It's like what's that dude that was on the Skins? Defensive lineman. Got all that money and ain't do
Albert
shit.
Ainsworth. He signed with the Redskins and retired. Yeah.
Retired with the Redskins and shit for about 3 years or something like that.
That Joker got $100 million contract, and I think like 75 mil of it was guaranteed. Look that joint up, I think it was like 75 of it was guaranteed, wasn't it?
That sounds like a Snyder contract.
Oh yeah, Snyder will give some money away.
Sound like a Snyder contract.
Where are you getting this?
Yo, man.
Snyder will give some money away for real.
Now, I want to switch gears real quick, right? We got Doug Bennett in the building, Mr. Perspective, right?
Well, what up?
And he had something on his chest. You know what I'm saying? Something on his chest. Every week it's apparent that something's on Doug's chest.
Yes,
right? You know what I'm saying?
Can't grow no hair, so I got issues.
All right, so we're gonna start a new segment here. It's known as Doug's Perspective, right?
All right.
And you showed us a video that you wanted us to pontificate on, right? I have a shortened version of the video, but why don't you go ahead and set it up?
All right, look. All right, for all my nymphites out there.
NEMPATHITES.
NEMPATHITES. Yeah, I don't want to say nymphites. That means y'all fucking. Look. All right. This is between two of probably the most influential black people in the last millennium. It's James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sitting here having a conversation about pretty much Nikki Giovanni is explaining to James Baldwin how what women require out of men has changed from what their mothers and their grandmothers and women before them have required and accepted. Now the demands are different. But if you listen to the conversation, it almost seems contradictory what it is Ms. Giovanni is requiring of James Baldwin, who happens to represent the proxy or be the proxy of all black men in this video. So Boone, go ahead, hit it.
And all I know that works in the world is a relationship.
Yes, all right.
Okay, that's all that's going to work. It takes two people to have a relationship.
Yeah, but the relationship.
If you don't have a dream, fake it.
But the relationship, you can't fake a dream.
You got to fake it, because we don't have dreams these days. How the hell can you have a dream? For what?
Well, it isn't.
So everybody's jiving, but let's jive on that level.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me, and you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course you lie to me, because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, fake it with me. Is that too much for the black woman to ask of the black man? For 10 years, so that we can get a child on his feet that says, yeah, father smiled at mother. He talked to me about school today. Who cares that you can read or can't read? Most Americans can't read. Most people can't read.
Wow, man.
Wow.
She said, so basically she wants you to fake affection towards her, right? If you come home, you've been faking, smiling at your boss all day. You come home, usually it's like you shed all your appearances and and you real with your woman because you love her, right?
Now, ladies, Boone brings up a good point, and he hit on it before I got to it. This right here is the beginning. You missed the part in the beginning where she brought up her mother and her aunts, where she sat up there and said that what they accepted will no longer be the status quo for this woman. We demand more. We demand for a man to be a man. I salute you. You have that right. But my question is, this is where the conflict of interest comes from. You ask us to be a man, yet do you even know what being a man entails?
Yo, they demand that you be a man, but then they want to tell you what a man is.
And then when we turn around and tell you what it is we want a woman to be, then there's an issue. I have nothing but respect for those two individuals in there, but just because I have respect for them doesn't mean that I cannot disagree with what it is they're saying. You can't you demand this man to be a man, but you want me to fake and lie to you.
And part of manhood, the cornerstone of manhood is integrity.
Pretty much a man. It reminds me of what Scarface said. All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And once you break your word, that's it. It's just like I honestly believe anybody, especially a man who has ever cheated on a woman in a relationship, the woman has never gotten over it. I honestly believe that.
It's interesting that you brought up cheating, because also not included in this truncated clip. She said she was talking about her you lie to your boss, or she also said, when you out there with Susie or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you lie to me, nigga. I don't want to hear the truth. Lie to me. So do they want to live in a fairy tale?
I believe, and you got to understand the time period of this piece. The time period of this piece is probably circa 60s and 70s. This is where the feministic movement began.
The bra burning.
I think she said 71 at the top of the video. The whole video that you sent us.
Yes. So this is where the feministic movement began, which started to separate the black household, especially. Where you have a woman who wants to, like, I was watching a show today, a reality show today. I was flipping and I watched a reality show, and I had to flip back because I saw a shirt on there where a woman had a shirt on there that said, "Sometimes the king is a woman." And I looked at it and I said, "What?" And it said, "Sometimes the king is a woman." Why is it in America masculinity and manhood is so frowned upon by the very gender who desires men? I'm a comedian, y'all. I love to laugh and joke, but ain't nothing laughy and jokey about the severing of the black family unit.
Right.
Why is it in America masculinity and being a man is frowned upon by the very entities who desire a man? The Queen of England has been the leading monarch in Great Britain for decades. She has never been called King Elizabeth.
Right.
Cleopatra is one of the most famous monarchs in Egyptian history. I'm talking about right up there with Imhotep, up there. Yeah, world history. She's never been called King Cleopatra. She's always been called Queen.
They just got a white woman to play her. Yo, Carlisha said, I think she's speaking from a woman's perspective, I guess. You know, I think sometimes we only want the good parts of a man, the good feelings, the smiles, the protection, the erection, the
but that goes right. And you know what, Carlisha, that's cool. But what if a man says the only thing we want out of you is your mouth to be closed, for your food, my food to be cooked, and for your legs to be open?
There are certain times where I don't want your mouth to be closed.
You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Your mouth to be quiet.
What if a man said
it could be loud.
No, hold on, wait a minute, Boone. Because this right here, and I'm gonna speak directly to Carlisha. This right here is what kills me about the modern woman nowadays. And yes, I'm gonna be on my Kevin Samuel shit, fine. But let's be for real. How many women out there say that very same thing without saying it? I want all the good parts of you. I don't want none of the negativity about you. But you gonna take this attitude, you gonna take this disposition, you gonna take these usher hands, you gonna take this clapping, you gonna take all of the negative things that come along with me. But I'm not gonna take that when it comes to you.
And if you don't take it, you know, then you aren't strong enough for this woman. You can't handle this woman. You ain't built for this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I'm just being real. I'm being real. And that statement right there, Carlisha, I'm so glad you put that in there. It encapsulates what Boone said earlier and what Miss Giovanni said 50 years ago. Y'all want this fantasy and this fairy tale, and that is not what life is about. There are trade-offs. There are compromises. There are choices you have to make, and you're not going to be able to get everything you want all the time.
The more I hear, like, Nicky Giovanni is an intellectual.
Icon.
He said Nicky Giovanni.
Icon.
Nicky Giovanni. Yeah, she, you know what I mean? She's an intellectual, you know. The more I hear women speak, first of all, there's not too much separation from the intellectual than the average. It's just that the intellectual is willing to say things that the average aren't, you know, or
knows how to articulate. Articulate. Yes, they know how to articulate stuff that the average usually doesn't.
Right, but I think women are honestly okay with us doing whatever the fuck we want to do as long as we put them in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? That had all these things that they said they wanted.
I've said it once and I will say it again, ladies. Men are as deep as a puddle, yet y'all drown in our bullshit. But I'm starting to realize that sometimes y'all create the waves that y'all drown in, because you go into these relationships with unrealistic expectations. And then when this man, truth, but everyone knows that they are what they are willing to deal with, move on if it's not for you. Understandable, Carlisha, but in the same sense, you're the same person who sat up here saying that you want a fantasy and a fairy tale. You want all the good parts, but none of the negativity. And unless you're waiting for Jesus, and for all the women who say, as long as I got King Jesus, don't need nobody else, understand this. When he gets back, he's going to be a tad bit busy and not have time to take your ass to Applebee's. I'm just saying.
It speaks a little bit to our main topic tonight, but you know, women want that how it felt when y'all first met, when y'all first started dating. You know what I'm saying?
It's the truth. Like they have unrealistic expectations even about sex, Boone.
That shit felt great. I can't front. That was a great time. I was floating, nigga, especially if I really care about you. You know what I'm saying?
Float on.
Right. Just from my experiences in life, I just be waiting for that shit to end. I just be waiting for it to end. Like that period. I just want to see, do I still like her after that?
But see, you got to understand this, Boone. This also comes into the unrealistic expectations about sex. Women want you to last. They can say whatever it is they want to. If a woman had her way, a man would last all night long. She'd have multiple orgasms every night. I'll take Jesus. Well, maybe he'll take you
Yo,
with
that's
him when
why
he
the
comes
women.
back.
That's why the church is full of women.
Yes, they want unrealistic expectations.
Yes, and
They do.
Whoa! You know what I'm saying?
Name one woman out here who will admit to wanting a man to give them 5 minutes in bed. Not one woman they'll say, "I'll take it," but none of them will say, "I want it." They want a man to last all night long after a hard day of work, smiling in front of Johnny Cracker, tap dancing for him.
Johnny Cracker.
Yo, but
It's
a lot
the
of dudes, especially them niggas from the 80s and early 90s R&B niggas that all night long. Like, you know what I mean? All night long.
That's a lie. That's
all
a lie.
night?
You know how long it took for Lionel Richie to wrap that Jerry curl up to get in the bed to have it all night long? Man, please.
All night long till the sun come up.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. But it's the truth. But men, we don't have unrealistic expectations about sex. A man is perfectly happy lifting your leg up and sliding your panties to the side and getting 5 good pumps. We are perfectly happy with that. But a woman will want you to give her an hour, 60 minutes. Like, bitch, that is 2 sitcoms. That is like watching. That is like watching Fresh Prince and Martin back to back with no commercial break. And they will literally want you to give them the business after working all day long.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I've been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
I think, okay. So, all right. I'm gonna give you
if he take up for a muting, Boone.
No. I think it's a part of just trying to because as articulate as she was, I still don't think she really articulated it.
There's no N in articulate.
Yeah, there isn't. There isn't. There just like there's no such thing as reiterate. Black folk, it's iterate.
I think she made a good point.
Where?
But the problem when she was like,
she said a couple things.
Where?
When she was talking about how you go into that job and you smile for him, right? And I think that's part of and that is where the issue lies. And I think that's where we go. We hate it. We hate having to go and do that. And I actually lost a relationship behind something similar to this.
Nigga had a relationship?
Really, Boone? But you know when you had a relationship?
Anyway.
We shouldn't call you Brian B. Knowing. We should be calling you Brian B. Keeping shit from us.
Yeah, word up. You know what I'm saying?
What happened was
Brian B. Keeping shit from us.
We don't be knowing.
Yeah.
What happened was you get into a situation, you in the situation that you hate. But when you come home to your lady, you end up venting on her and not to her. You know what I'm saying? And that may not be your intent, but because we aren't taught how to process and express our emotions all the time. Some guys just over the edge. So you come home and something not right or something not doing what the house isn't what you want. And I get it. Like we all need the outlet. We absolutely need the outlet. But I think that
That's why niggas make a stop before they go home.
All right. Do you want to are we going to have because you bring up, okay. All right, Brian, that's a great point. But are we going to have a for real conversation?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right. We smile in that man's face, not because we want to, but because we have to. Right. Think about the black man.
The house. Yeah, it's not even about it. It's the house. So
it's about the house.
Technically, I'm smiling at him for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Which is man 101. I teach my son the same thing. You do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. That's man 101. If anybody in the household is supposed to make a sacrifice, it's the man. Period. If you can go, man, please. Anybody, if there, let me ask you this question. Brian. Real talk. Mm-hmm. If somebody in the house is supposed to go without a meal, there's a man, a woman, and children. Right. Who is expected to go without the meal to feed everybody else? You have to think about it.
No.
You have to think about it.
No, we got to divvy. Everybody gets a smaller meal.
No.
This
Don't
nigga
change it. Hey, boom. He just did a woman thing. He just did a woman thing. Yes, you did. Answer the question as it is presently presented. If the house is if everybody's in there, man, woman, and children, and there was only enough. Let's say there's a man, a husband, a wife, and 2 kids. There are 4 people, and there's only enough for 3 people to eat. Who's expected to sacrifice their food?
One of them, dog. Like,
you need
me to go outside and make the money. Nigga, I need the food for energy.
The adopted child. Nigga, please. That's tell you to pull your lip over your head and swallow, nigga.
I need the energy to go make this money.
Yeah,
y'all better fix something out. We all gonna be hungry.
That's crazy.
We all gonna be a little bit hungry instead of one person being very hungry.
Hey, listen to me, Brian. Hey, listen to me. Brian be knowing the truth. Brian be knowing the truth. He just don't like to say it. Everybody on here knows the man is to sacrifice.
No, the man is expected to sacrifice, but this
that's what he asked.
That's what I asked.
That's what he asked.
Okay, all right. I know. Okay, he is expected to, but I'm telling you what we're doing in my house. So y'all under my leadership.
Like I said, here you go. That's Brian. You just pulled a woman. Because I'm trying to manage the house. Why would I be hungry? You want me to go out and make the money? Why would I? Niggas wild. Really? All y'all can get out. Cause we hungry because y'all in here. I was eating before y'all niggas came around. Hey, Boone, this nigga
y'all messing up the rotation.
All right, let me ask you another question. If there's a life or death situation with you and your woman, who is expected in society to sacrifice their life?
Yo, see, that's why you gotta lower your expectations, bro.
Like I said, you see what I'm saying?
You better keep up.
You see what I'm saying? And I have nothing but respect for Nikki Giovanni. She is an intellectual icon, but her argument was flawed on its face.
Still a woman. She's still a woman.
Yes, you demand this man to be a man, and you have every right to demand him to be a man, but you do not have the right to dictate how he is a man. You can't demand me be a man and then dictate to me how a man is supposed to be, especially when you've never been one. Now, I can dictate to a child how a child is supposed to act because I've been a child. But I can't dictate to a woman how a woman needs to be or act in certain situations, and I've never been a woman.
J3Z in the building.
Jay married.
Right. Let's get some responsibility into this conversation. What are we talking about?
Hey,
J3Z. Jay, we just saw a video. We just saw a video between Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin back in the 70s talking about how women at that moment, at that juncture, want to veer away from what their parents accepted out of men and demand men to be men. But she also falls. Here we go.
In the world is a relationship.
Yes.
Oh, that fro tough. I like that.
All that's going to work. It takes 2 people to have a relationship.
Yeah, but
little sheen on that little skeets.
But the relationship, you can't fake a dream.
You got to fake it because we don't have dreams these days.
Little sheen on that,
How
John.
the hell can you have a dream? For what?
Well, it isn't.
So everybody's jiving, but let's jive on that level.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me, and you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me.
Yeah, going off with
what
Maddie.
What the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say? Hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course you lie to me, because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, fake it with me. Is that too much of the black woman to ask of the black man?
Yo, I think there's some validity in women saying they get the least of a nigga by the time you get home.
Okay.
I feel that. That's like them asking for equality as well, though. That's like you think that's what you want, right? You think you want me to lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
that's
Jay.
what you think. You want me to fake it with you like I fake it with everybody else, but that's not.
That's not what you want.
It sounds good. That sounds good.
That's not what you want.
That sounds good.
Like,
That's
it's like we say all the time, Jay. Like you said, women swear they want equality until that means that if you hit me, I get to hit your ass back.
True. Car alarm is going on. Give me 1 second. Make sure
I mean, that's why I said there. That's why I said, right, man. Back. My bad. That's the reason why I said. The car. Just make sure.
That's the man. The man got to go get the car.
Right. The man. What I tell you now? Look at Jay. What did Jay say? Hey, baby, go see what that noise is. Everybody gonna like, J3 easy a pump.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, bro. Think about that, Brian. Think about that. Mm-hmm. They want equality until it's time to be equal. It reminds me of what somebody told me the other day. Everybody want to be Christian until it's time to follow the Bible. Everybody want to be Christian until it's time to follow the Bible. There ain't no picking and choosing in the Bible.
It ain't just the Christian faith, though. You know what I mean?
But I'm just using that because that's my
anything
thing.
that requires strict adherence.
Yes, and I find so much pushback. Like, think about it. All these women out here say, as long as I got King Jesus, don't need nobody else. Okay, cool. But if I'm not mistaken, the Bible says, which is ordained by God and Jesus, that women, you submit yourselves to your husbands as unto the Lord. That doesn't mean you sit up here and question this man, disrespect him, all this other stuff. No, the Bible says all of these, long as I got King Jesus women, to submit on yourselves unto the husbands. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says, man, God is head of man, man is head of woman. That's what the Bible says. Mm-hmm. It doesn't say we belong to a diplomacy or a democracy. It says man is head of woman.
So that was written by men. So
see what I'm saying? They always got a rebuttal.
But I mean, even with that, there's a verse after that. It says, "Husbands, you are to love your wives."
But notice where
Jesus Christ loves the church.
Understood that. Understand. They require that of us. Why can't we hold on? But why can't we require? But why is submission? Why is submission such a hot topic for women when you bring that up? Now they'll demand love.
Not for all women.
I would love to see one.
I don't think it's there are other races and ethnicity and submission is their way of life.
Let me take my glasses off for this. So boom, what ethnicities have a problem with it?
Western.
All right, Gregory Hines, tap dance around it as much as you want. I didn't say what hemisphere has a problem with it. I said what ethnicity has a problem. Come on, Boom.
American.
Come on, baby. Come on, bro. Notice Brian
African American.
No, thank you. Oh, yeah, see, Brian know how to shuffle responsibility, don't he?
That's big in the black community. But I will say that I think it is a Western thing because
it is.
Like who
are the ones?
The Asians Asians be walking behind their husband and shit like that over there. When they come over here, they get exposed to a different way of life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing about it is, though, man, look, and like I said, this is why I said we need to have a real conversation about this. Now, if you're
hey, can I jump in here real quick? Because I heard.
Go ahead, bro. Shit. Go ahead. I want Jay.
I want to hear. I heard some shit.
Come on, Jay.
When it comes to that submission thing, man, that's one thing we do have a problem with. Tap out. Look, I mean, I'm telling you, this is the biggest issue. One of the biggest issues is is the man, us as the man, right? We talk about who race has the problem with this, right? The man has to step where he's supposed to be. Yes, our race has this problem, but it's simply because the man is not where he's supposed to be. Right? I can't just go, hey, submit to me. You're supposed to submit to me. I just need to work where I'm supposed to work. I need to operate where I'm supposed to operate, and the right female will come. Not every female is going to come and be submissive to you. You just need to operate how you need to operate to get what needs to be happening, right? One of my favorite quotes from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is, "It's hell in the house because there's no man in the house." So once the man is in the house, everything else will operate the way it's supposed to operate. The kids is going to operate where they're supposed to operate, right? We can't keep calling ourselves leaders if we're not leading, right? You can't tell
that's like that term of boss, where every woman is a boss, but you ain't got no employees.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. That's the reason I like this show, because I want to deal with the NEMPATHITEs, right? I mean, of course, ladies have their problems, right?
Yes,
but let's get our guys where they need to be in the right direction.
May I say something to that, Jay?
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I got something too.
I agree with you. I don't want you to think I disagree with you. You're right. This is where my issue comes into play. Are we too far gone as a society where the females don't know a good man when they have one? Because I will always go back to this statement that I make every single week. You will hear a man admit he blew a good relationship. You'll hear it. When have you ever heard a woman sit back and say, "My mouth drove that man off"?
They be old.
So
that's real. That's real. And like City just said, City just said,
once it's all over,
and they saw what he did after her.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And that's my thing. Like, you just need to operate. You need to operate, because you're learning you're learning too. Like, the shit is fucked up. Like, the shit is fucked up for us. Period. Black.
I'll be you know what? I'll be transparent, my brothers, and I will tell you this is a true story. My grandfather and my grandmother were married for 30 plus years, and they had 8 kids together. 8 kids. And this was back in, like, let's see, my auntie Pat was born in 1942. So this is their children. My auntie Pat was born in 42, and my youngest uncle, my Uncle Junior, was born in 1958. So we're talking about from the 40s to the 50s. He stayed in that house until all of them were 18 plus. They got divorced. My grandma stayed single up until her deathbed. I love my grandmother. God bless her. But my grandfather moved on, remarried, and stayed married for another 20 to 30 plus years up until his death.
Right.
I'm 40. I never knew of my grandma and granddad being married. I only knew about my granddad marrying my grandma Gwen and being with her. So my question is this. Was it, but if you let my aunts and uncles tell it, my granddad left the family, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But how is it that this man left the family and went off and had another successful marriage, but yet my grandma stayed single?
Right.
Those are questions and I'm not trying to understand this. I'm not trying to dog my grandma.
That's real.
I feel you. I feel you. But
that's why
I wanted to add something to that real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why I wanted to add something to that real quick. Like, I hear what you're saying about a man stepping in where a man is supposed to be. Now, sometimes you enter a situation where a woman is not used to that.
There you go.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And she ain't used to that. She ain't grow up with it. You know what I mean? So it's she's kind of rebellious to it.
And it's like what Miss Giovanni said in the beginning, Boone. A relationship is between 2 people. It is between 2 people. It's a give and a take. Like you missed Carlicia's comment. Carlicia was like, "Yeah, I want all the good parts. I want the smile. I want the this. I want the that." But shorty, you can't have the sunshine without the rain. The rain is what makes you appreciate the sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said. You cannot have the sunshine without the rain. The only way rich people appreciate being rich is they're broke. What haven't you ever noticed that when people come into money, they have less respect for it than people who had to earn it?
That's real.
And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, yo, women nowadays want this fairy tale, Jay. They want this fairy tale.
So here's the thing with Sonic Boom. Like I feel you what you're saying. Some are not used to that. Some are not used to that. Some never seen that. But you still have to operate your way. You have to operate as man, regardless, right? That's why that kind of sounds like what Mr. Perspective was talking about with his granddad, right? He's not. Listen, my side of the story doesn't have to be told. I just need to know that I did what I was supposed to do, and I'm gonna keep going on and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna keep operating as that man. I'm just gonna keep operating. That's what it sounded like your grandfather did. Like, okay,
that's why.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just keep operating as man. I'm not gonna sit here and argue. I'm not. You know what? My side of the story might never get out.
And like I said, I don't know what happened to him. I'm not dogging my grandma. I'm not dogging my granddad. But when you're looking at it from the optic standpoint, right, you're like, hold on. If he was this bad or she was this good, why is it that she spent the remainder of her life by herself while my grandfather moved on and had another successful marriage? Because the one thing that people it reminds me of what farmers say. It's like putting a silk dress on a pig. It's still a pig in that dress. If you're that bad, you're going to be that bad everywhere. The real you is eventually going to come out. Some men stay angry, come home in a bad mood because of work. We just want to let you all wait. We just want you to let all that go at the door. Carlisha, that's a fantasy.
Yo,
that's
hold up.
Fairy tale.
Hold up. You honestly, what happens a lot of times is when the dude come home and he's in a bad mood and shit, right? You ain't gonna decompress until you get home.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
And maybe sometimes he just wants to be left alone.
Right, he want to be left alone. Right, and you take that as, oh, you ain't letting me in, or you know what I mean, like you won't talk to me, you don't communicate with me. Like
you're immediately coming to him with some bullshit.
You don't understand that he might be quiet because he know he mad and he gonna say some stupid shit.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So why don't you just leave me alone for a second?
That's a learning process. That's a learning process. That's not race, constricted to one race.
That's why I said it. That's why I said as far as I said Western.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the fries.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between men and women, though.
Hold on. Let Brian B go.
Go ahead. My bad.
Women have issues, right? And they want to talk. They want to communicate. Men, we don't really like talking about an issue if we can't fix it.
Right.
Absolutely.
I don't want to sit here and mull over it with
Keep going over it and over it.
Yeah, nah. I'm trying to figure out what I can do so we don't have to go through this no more.
That's real.
Yeah.
Women, they don't care about it. They just
and how the fuck did I get myself in this?
Yeah,
women like to emotionally dump, so that's what they want. They want to talk to you and go over it, and then I feel so much better. Now you sitting there trying to figure out how you gonna fix her problem,
right?
Yeah.
And you feel like shit.
I didn't want no answer. I just wanted to talk about it,
and all the while you still got your problems you got to work out too. And this is where, and I'm not trying to make it a race thing. I'm not, and that's the reason why I said, are we really trying to have a for real conversation? Because there are going to be a lot of ugly truths that all of us need to look at internally and as a community.
Absolutely.
We have to understand why we were married at an 80% clip with our grandparents and our great grandparents. And now all of a sudden, 1 out of every 4 Black women get married. And out of that 80% of those women are the ones that file for divorce. And it's not always these horror stories where I'm getting a divorce because he just running a string of hoes, or I'm getting a divorce because he's a pedophile, or I'm getting a divorce because he's an abuser. A lot of these divorces come because that fairy tale is not attainable, or that fairy tale is attainable, but it's not sustainable. And then all of a sudden you get divorces under this premise: irreconcilable differences. What the hell does that mean?
We can't reconcile our differences.
What differences y'all got?
But Brian, answer me this: don't our vows say through good times and
bad times?
Who's to determine what the bad times are?
Forevermore.
The problem
Thank
is,
you.
People.
And if I am in love again,
you know what I mean?
I'm the only nigga that know that song.
When you enter into the irreconcilable differences part of divorce, most of the time that stems from stuff that they didn't deal with within themselves when they were single. And you thought that entering into a marriage would change yourself or change your partner.
Then
neither one of those things are true.
Now, great segue.
That's both of their fault.
Great segue.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Great segue into tonight's main topic. You know what I'm saying? And
how do you spell that word?
I don't know, man. That's like the little scooter that don't fall over, ain't it?
Yeah, that's SEGWAY.
Hey, bro.
I think it's spelled SEGUE.
UE, yeah.
No, I'm talking about, you said the scooters is SEGWAY.
Yeah.
Nigga, we all got GEDs. We ain't graduate from no high school. God damn.
Nigga, I got Morgan State.
Yo, shut your ass. I'm thinking you claiming them.
Yeah.
This nigga.
We was right,
dude.
We was right, Doug. We was right, Doug. SEGUE.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you was right. I was talking about the scooters.
My bad. Go ahead.
I want to see Boone's degree. Next.
That shit got crayon on it. It sounds crazy.
It comes in roll on. Yo, so the main topic is does a man know in 6 months that he wants to marry somebody?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Right? You just do right here. He got on here. He caping ass snick. He got on right? He gigs on the internet and he says a man will know uppercase if he want to marry you 6 months in. He don't need 4+ years.
Look how many likes he got from females and see what. And see how many females like that shit.
Listen, I don't know you in 6 months.
Come on, somebody. Say that again for the.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Boone, Reverend Boone. Say that again for the people in the back of the sanctuary. I don't think they heard you.
I don't know you. I am not familiar with.
The fuck are you in 6 months?
I am not.
Thank you.
I am not cognizant of your habits, your ideologies.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Praise
all that
him.
shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Let the people say amen. Let the church say amen. All my nymphosites say amen. Amen.
And then there's always somebody who wants to clap a little fancy in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do the regular clap. Like, yeah, like
playing
Nah, man, 6 months. I mean, you know,
Hold up. We got the only married person on the show.
Yeah,
so
J3.
I want to ask your opinion of it. You know?
Now, I don't think there's any timestamp on it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, 6 months is pretty quick. I think that's pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
quick. If you nigga, that's speed racer.
Yeah, nigga, that's. But if you think you know what you're doing, I really can't say nothing to that though.
6 months. You trying to stay in the country?
Yeah, I can't say nothing to that. I can't put it.
I just caught that.
Sneak that
pass,
bro. 6 months, motherfucker.
SONICBOONE.
Yeah. Nah, man, you I think that's a little much, but I can't put no time. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you how long it's going to take you to know your person. You know what I'm saying? I can't
talk though, man. what can you really find out about? Listen to me. It's hard for me to grasp some of my subjects in 6 months.
Wait, if
it was hard for me in school to grasp some of my subjects in 6 months.
If you want me to lie to you, if you're telling me with a straight face and all your heart and passion and feeling that you want me to lie to you, then that means that you are extremely comfortable dealing in the world of lies, right? So that means that you will lie to me for 6 months.
Yes.
And that's
until I marry your ass.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Nigga, who on here has not lied for a sustained period of time to get what it is they want?
6 months is easy.
6 months is easy.
That's easy.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. I don't need a lie.
I mean, what you gotta lie about?
Hey,
what you gotta lie about? What you gotta lie about with a woman for 6 months?
Anybody in here work on the VA? Anybody work for the VA?
Nah.
Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand how many limps a nigga has had to have?
Last time you came in here,
I'm falling. I got to get it.
I can't get up.
Yeah, nigga, this nigga forgot which
I'm the youngest nigga in the world with a life alert. Y'all think this shit some Dre beats? This shit ain't no Dre beats. I disconnected the life alert, nigga.
I think it depends. Oh, shit. I think it depends on the level of transparency, right? If you keep it at 100 from the jump,
I'm about to say, I can't. It's possible
because like you said, all right, 6 months. That's a nice little cushion. Your bathroom is immaculate every time they come over. That's not
damn right.
You know what I'm saying? This not the real bedroom. This not the real. You dig? Like slowly but surely, like man, I ain't cleaning all that.
It depends how hard they going in them 6 months, bro. It depends on how hard they're going in them 6 months.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that's not possible.
But he said you want. Yeah, I mean, for 6 months, I think I want. Do I want?
6
months.
Where
you headed?
I think in 6 months, we're closer to yes than no.
Yeah, you should know
in 6 months.
Going.
I'll know that I'll continue dealing with her and spending my time and money or not.
Yeah. But my thing is, what is the rush? What is the rush? Now, I'm not sitting up here saying y'all need to date for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years with no hope of a ring or anything like that. But what is the rush after 6 months?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, come on, man. What's the rush?
There's a time.
And then what happened is the first
because it's a game for them.
The first thing will happen as soon as we get into a situation and you ready to walk out, whether it be man or woman, the first thing you'll say is, I thought I knew the person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know your child after 6 months. Really?
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was here or if it was like a poll on how Instagram be having a poll or anything like that. But it was like who chooses who in a relationship, and we came up with the woman chooses to pursue a relationship, but the man is like when it comes to marriage, that's a man thing. We pull the trigger on marriage. Is that how y'all feel about that? We ain't getting married until the man wants to get for the most part.
I don't know, man. I've always believed that a woman chooses a man. I always believe that. I always believe a woman chooses a man. Because the truth of the matter is this. You can propose to whoever the hell you want to propose to. Yeah. Nigga, I proposed to Sanaa Lathan. That don't mean she gonna say yes.
That's true. That's true.
You could tap it, but she gotta gap it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. But as far
why
as
you fuck up, boom,
but if I don't tap it, she won't gap
No.
Let that shit burn.
Let Johnny Cock ran over there come up with another fucking rhyme. No, rhyme again, boo. Rhyme again. Rhyme again. Rhyme again. Rhyme again, boo. You gotta come up with another bar, my nigga. Don Juan, Dalmar. That nigga said, you can tap it, but she gotta gap it.
Man, what?
You know what I mean?
He sat back after he said that shit too.
She gotta open the legs, yo.
Hey, what
she gotta open her legs,
Jay,
man.
He gave us the LLB, the lean, look, and blink.
Yeah. Like, we was like, nigga, you don't get out of here. That's like when them battle rappers be saying something dope and they think they saying something dope.
They think they saying something dope.
Yeah,
Nigga, I'll drown you.
But listen, y'all
You
saying
like
that
what, nigga?
y'all saying that men
You gotta gap it.
y'all saying that men are choosing, you know, they the ones that got to choose marriage, right? But now women of today doing this shit.
And look how
Wow.
it goes back to what I said. Like so do we think he's operating as a man? Like look at his
Yo, ain't
that's
gotta-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like if you're operating where you're supposed
And
to
she
operate.
pregnant.
Yeah, if you're operating where you're supposed to operate, you know, this is not going to happen.
No way.
This is
I'm gonna
not
tell you
gonna
right
happen.
now. Listen to me. It's a fair exchange, no robbery. She's gonna give him the ring. He's gonna give her his nuts. It's a fair exchange, no robbery.
Nah, my nuts
She
is
pregnant
before the
already,
ring.
man.
He already dropped a couple
She about
of them.
to bust out.
He been had them.
I'm
nuts.
sorry. She probably
He
gonna
been
have
had
to
them
help
nuts.
his ass. He gonna have to help her ass back up to 2 feet.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But
This is an uncomfortable. This photo is
That's-
uncomfortable for
It
me.
really is.
that's why he
To
look.
me,
That's why he look like that.
Yeah.
to me, that shit is uncomfortable, bro. That shit is uncomfortable
That's
because I don't
letting
see.
you know
I don't
right
see a
there.
positive outcome in this. Either A, he's gonna run all over her, or B, she is gonna forever throw that shit up in his face.
I guarantee.
There's no positive outcome to this.
I guarantee that the hand to the face, that reaction is so. It partially is. I can't believe she doing this shit, but overall, it's. I need to save her feeling. I need to save her feelings. I need to save face for her. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't embarrass her and shit. Like a nigga, like a dude could propose to a woman and she could just walk off and shit, and then he just got to deal with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he do something like that to her, and then he gonna be the worst guy. He's gonna be toxic, all this kind of shit.
No. I don't think so because she ain't
And
got
she
no business
pregnant.
doing that. She ain't got no business doing that.
None
Period.
whatsoever.
No, but the question is gonna be, why did she have to do that? She must have been waiting a long time. You ain't doing your part as a man. Or you know what I mean?
No. The real question needs to be, shorty, how much more dignity do you need to sacrifice? You're already pregnant with it. No, seriously, you're already pregnant with this man's kid. You're already pregnant with this man's kid. And now you're gonna what if she is picking up his
He sells seashells.
I found your
by
gold
the
tooth that fell out.
seashore.
That's awesome.
Sure.
I'm just saying, man, she's already sacrificed enough dignity. You know what we need to talk about, Boone? Real talk. Why is it more acceptable in this Western hemisphere, since you want to go geography, nigga, Mr. Prime Meridian over here? Why is it that it is more acceptable in the Western hemisphere to be a mother instead of being a wife? Riddle me that, Batman. I'm being dead ass. Why is it more acceptable to be a mother than a wife?
Well, listen. Like I said, you know, today's modern women, they have a lot of questions in this arena, right? And it just kind of goes what you just asked. You know, the women, you know, they being more aggressive today, and this woman wants to know: does it intimidate you to know your girl don't need you? This is a real question. Like, do you feel insecure when you know she can pay her bills, got her own place, her own car, moves on her own time, and being with you is not a necessity?
The
it's
shoes
a want.
on my feet, I bought it. The house I'm living, I bought it. The car I'm driving, I bought it.
That's the type of woman that's going to have to propose to a dude, though.
Yeah.
The problem with not all, but a lot of women who post this, because I can almost hear the tone. If it's in the tone that I hear it, right?
Yeah, we hearing the same tone.
Women
too.
like
We're hearing the same tone.
That's just it's screeching.
Take that stuff and throw it in your face. face.
Absolutely.
Nigga, I don't need you. Nigga, I got my own
and that's
car,
a black thing,
my own
right
house.
there.
I pay my own bills.
You
I
know
do what I
saying?
want. I don't
nigga,
need
that's a black
you.
nigga. You want to talk about you want to try to say it's not race specific, nigga. This thing right here is prevalent in our community. Nigga.
Come on, somebody.
That's
like,
true.
Come on, somebody.
It's like, why can't you just win? Why can't you just
Hold
win?
up, Sonic Boone. Let my boy Brian
You know what I'm saying?
But I was
finish his
just
thoughts.
on a basic relationship in any form, like a business partnership, y'all just friends, like you friends with you a guy, you friends with another guy, or y'all got a business together, whatever it is. Nobody wants to be around somebody that is always taking what they have and throwing it in their face and saying, I don't need you.
Yeah.
I did it on my own.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be around that. It ain't got nothing to do with being a man, because you wouldn't like it.
I'm independent. Yeah, I like that. I like the independent woman.
I built this company without you, woman. I don't need you. I can go out there and get 10 women that look better than you. You'd be pissed if I said that to you. So why do you?
Nobody come here to see you, Otis. Nobody came here to see you, Otis.
Well, I think one of the things you got
just a basic like
y'all ain't nothing.
Like a lot of women like that, like y'all don't realize how disrespectful you are.
And then there's
you better say that again, Brian.
Yeah,
you better say that again.
One more time, bro.
Come on, Brian, say that again, bro.
Like, y'all don't realize how disrespectful you are.
Did you say
no? Let's start off. A lot of women, all women don't. What did you say?
I don't know.
A lot of all women.
A lot of all women.
A lot of all women.
But here's the thing: you got to say you're talking about the race thing. You do need me because now you're saying protect black women.
Ooh.
Right? So you do need me. Right? It's good. You got to understand like
that's
our value system.
Say that again.
System.
Say that again.
It's
say
not
that
just
again.
money.
Say that again. Say that again.
It's not just money, right? Because you're going from you don't need me to hashtag protect black. You do need me. It sounds like you do need me. It's not you don't need me for financial reasons, which is which is great. But to get this thing rolling, you do need me. You do need me.
And if I'm not, and let me ask this question, bro, because this is one thing. And like I said, this feministic movement has torn, especially the black community apart because it has pitted our women versus us. I'm gonna ask all of these
taking their mind off of what's really important.
All of these women who sit out here and say that they need to protect the black women. I have one question. Who protects the black man? Can somebody answer me that?
They feel like they do when they go out and they do the protests. And
no,
they
stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, yo. That'd be a lot of energy. See, women, in my opinion, they feel like expelling a lot of energy. That's the protection.
Let me. That's not it. That's not it. Boom. Give me a little room here. Just give me a little room here. I'm gonna ask y'all some questions, real talk, and I just need basic yes or no answers. All right. Who protects the black man? All right. When it comes to black women, when it comes to women, period, do they not galvanize around each other no matter what the cause is? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. When it comes legally, is a black man protected legally?
Nope.
Name one black man that's ever been comfortable going into a courtroom, even if he is right.
Nah, he the target.
Thank you. Are we protected by the duty? Are we? Yes.
I drove past the courthouse. I was like,
come on, somebody. Are we protected by the government?
Do I have a warrant?
Are we protected? Are we protected by the? Are we protected by the government? Now, this is the same government that came up with the 1994 crime bill, COINTELPRO, and all of these other things to attack black men. Because the one thing that black women do not understand is that the reason why they came up with COINTELPRO and went after the Black Panthers was not because of the black women in it. Nothing scares white America more than black men coming together.
Right,
and
so
what about the white women in it? Nigga, there was the white women in it. They ain't that shit.
So when you're saying who protects the black man, it has to be the black
There's
man.
white women in the Black Panther Party.
And the truth of the matter is the black man doesn't even protect the black man, because if we protect ourselves, then we're seen as misogynistic. we're seen as sexist, and we're seen as toxic masculinity.
Nigga, I ain't massaging nobody.
That's Brian B. knowing that people massaging. It's not me. Got me fucked up. But listen, that's my thing. That's my biggest thing. Like, yo, listen, we all got our problems, but my focus would like to be. I would like my focus to be on the NEMPATHITES. I would like
right.
Listen, man, this shit is
what
not,
we can do.
This shit is not rigged for us, right? We know that. So
thank you.
Like, yo, let's not even point to this person. Hey, listen, I got your back, you got mine, right? This is how we need to operate. That's where we need to be. We need to get the male on point. Period. We just need to get us right for things to fall into place.
Will Smith, 360 million. Jeff Bezos,
wife cheated on him.
200 billion. I mean,
wife
Bill
just
Gates,
filed for divorce.
100 billion.
Wife just filed for divorce.
Kanye, he's a billionaire. All their wives are unhappy. Yo, Jay Threezy said, "What are the things that a man can do?" He said, "Fellas, worry about yourself."
This nigga Bill Gates control all deleted his marriage and is uploading new bitches as we speak.
But I mean, I think that lets you know that money.
You got bitches.
But I think this lets you know that money is not the especially in a system that's made for us not to get it. We can't value money here. Look at it. You got 36 million. You know what I mean? 200 billion. Why are we still valuing money?
I'm gonna tell you.
Check this out. Check this out.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this and shit.
This better not be a fucked up bar.
Nah. You said valuing money. Valuing money, right?
At the top, like the money is at the top of our shit.
Hold up. Right. So traditionally, in Western society, the man is the patriarch because he makes the money. He was the only, in history, in American history, he was the only person with the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, right. Yeah. So, damn.
You need to stop smoking weed, dog.
Nigga.
Stop smoking weed.
Listen.
How Stephen A. Smith say, stay off the weed.
Made me forget.
What do we do?
You
were by yourself.
So
y'all made me forget.
Hey, Jay. Then the nigga shut us all up.
We sit back like you got it. The floor is yours.
I got it. Now.
Men was making all the money.
Oh man, come on! Does that not show it? Those
women ain't had no money. Now women got money.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Jay said stop valuing the money
at the top.
Yeah, there
right.
You
he said stop valuing the money.
Like
right
top,
now, women can say, "Oh, nigga, you want to stop valuing the money because now we have money." When you had money, all the value was in the money. Now we got money, nigga. Now, nigga, let's stop valuing the money.
Listen, man, if that's the my bad, Brian B. My bad. No.
Black men ain't had money back then.
Ever. We've never had it.
Come on, somebody.
Nigga,
women,
$100,000 is a lot of money.
You can tell when somebody ain't never had that before.
Hey, boom.
And I think that's part of it too. Women never had money.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you can always tell when a black man's serious about what he say because he throw a random ass noun in there for no reason. When he said that, Jay was like, "We ain't never had no money, nigga." Go ahead, Brian. Finish, Brian. I just had to bring that up, nigga.
I think some women act the way they act with their money because they never had money. Like some people, like you never had nothing, you get access to it. Now it's just all like this just all that you are. Like this, it is a part of your identity now. You know what I'm saying? And money is easy to lose.
It's easy to get and easy to lose.
Yeah.
Once you realize that.
I go back to that Will Smith thing, man. This shows you the hypocrisy of women as a whole. When Will confronted Jada about her cheating, for years, people have been saying Will Smith is cheated, but no woman has ever come out. Jada has one affair. This nigga makes an entire album.
This nigga made a
and when he came out, double. I've never seen a double-sided R&B album
remix,
before.
nigga.
Yes. What did she sit there and say? Instead of taking it on the chin and saying, you know what, I cheated, she said, I got entangled. Now, fellow nymphites, fellow nymphites. Fellow nympathites. Before I cede my time to the senator from senator from LA, Jay. What man could get away with looking at his woman on public television, and when she confronts him about what happened between him and Gloria, this nigga says, I got caught up in entanglement.
Listen,
what woman
man.
would come on, man? What woman would not have shot him?
Come on now. This is the thing, man.
It depends how broad his shoulders is and shit. Like,
yo, black men are not operating at the level that they need to operate. Period. No matter how much money we got, no matter if you Will Smith, we're not operating where we need to operate. I'm talking about from the Will Smith, the way he should have handled that as a man, to unfortunately Trayvon Martin's father when his son was killed. We're not operating as men the way we're supposed to. There's no way.
Nigga went wide ranging. He's calling out everybody.
Listen,
He's
bro.
Mad.
Listen, we're not operating. We're the laughing stock of everything. What other race can get that? You can kill their son and be on TV signing Skittle packets. Operate as the man you're supposed to be.
That's crazy.
Niggas is going. Shit will operate the way it's supposed to operate once you get to where you're supposed to be. I promise.
The nigga he auctioned off the gun he killed your son with.
Nigga, what?
Like six figures.
Auctioned it off, nigga. That shit was on eBay.
Come on, niggas ain't. Come on, bro. I wish. I don't wish.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I never even thought about it like that, Jay.
Yo, we're not operating where we're supposed to be.
The murder weapon off.
You know the guy. You know the person.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As fucked up as it may sound on the surface, think about this country in a historical fashion. We couldn't even make eye contact, let alone whistle at a white woman without getting strung up in a tree.
White?
Doug, I don't want to hear
he's
that.
white Spanish. He's white. Yeah,
he's Hispanic white. Yeah, he's a white Hispanic.
Like I said, it may sound on the surface.
But I'm still with Jay on this one.
Can I finish? Can I finish, nigga? On the
Let me shut Boone up real quick. Boone, can you let me some perspective?
On the surface, what Jay said may sound fucked up, but deeper than that, Jay does have a point. Because how many times can we point to in history, our infractions are nowhere near what George Zimmerman did, and we get burned like we're witches back in Europe. We get strung up, and they will have bonfires for us. Mm-hmm. Think about Ahmaud Arbery. Mm-hmm. That joker was minding his own business, and they tracked him down in a truck, shotgunned him to death in the middle of the road, recorded the shit, and stayed free for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Yo, and the result of that, they have the state of Georgia has rescinded the citizens arrest law.
Man,
that they have there.
You take out my kid. I don't even want to be here. You take out my kid. First of all, I don't even want to be here anymore. Right? So I'm coming.
Yeah.
So with the Ahmaud Arbery joint, I seen this today. They said the white guys, their lawyer is trying to
bring up his criminal record.
Evidence. Mm-hmm. No. Phone calls thrown out because the white guys was on the phone talking about they did a good deed.
Yeah, for the brotherhood.
Now answer me this. What? And I'm not trying to be messed up, but I know some people are gonna take it the wrong way. Now imagine if we came together as a mob and took care of them ourselves.
Pulled them out the house. Yeah.
And pulled them out the house. We Emmett Till they ass.
It'd be open season.
You know what I'm saying? But no, but I'm just being real because I understand where Jay is coming from. Like I said, I get that may be a fucked up thing on the surface to say, But I understand where Jay's coming from.
Me too.
As men, we need to, but it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Who protects us black men? Who protects us?
So who's right? I told you who should be protecting us. So whose fault is it? Who's the key to all
You
of
saying we gotta protect ourselves. You saying
I just thought about something.
It's man.
We live and grew up here in the DMV. The black experience here is not the same black experience in Florida.
Baltimore's not a DMV.
So DC, Maryland area, but it's still a very. This is a predominantly black, predominantly urban, like you know what I'm saying. These white people know better than be talk to us wild and crazy. Versus it's the other way around.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah, they coming.
Have you been to Anacostia Park lately, Brian B. Knowing?
Them white people are jogging and
white people are not afraid of you, Mecca. They're not afraid of you no more. They used to be afraid. They're not afraid no more.
I'm telling you right now. I was telling somebody the other day, our angry black syndrome. We're gonna have to take that out on good white people. People I like to call graham crackers.
The views of Douglas P. Bennett does not necessarily reflect
Douglas.
Douglas P. Bennett does not necessarily reflect the entire cast of the NEMPATHY Show.
I feel
the
sorry
views
for
of
the
Douglas
good
P.
white
Bennett
folk.
are the views of Douglas P. Bennett and Douglas P. Bennett alone.
He on his own,
white folk, the good white folk. We like to call y'all
Jay just said
graham
we gotta
crackers.
protect black men. And immediately,
It threw him under the bus.
This nigga.
protect a lot of all black men. Not all
If
black
I was a woman, all three of y'all would be like, "Yeah, girl, yeah, girl."
No,
you right.
I'm like,
Don't
you ain't going out there
take
shooting
shit.
nobody. So
Don't
don't you say
take they
nothing.
shit.
Nigga, that's the thing. See, accountability. We Doug, you fucking tripping right now, nigga. we gonna let you know, hey, brother.
Oh shit!
For all of our white brothers and sisters out there, y'all graham crackers, we love y'all.
Yeah, I mean, right before we get out of here, I just want to throw some sauce on the shit, yo. And social media be talking, right? Social media be talking, and this is what they saying. This young lady said, "I wish we could choose our baby fathers."
You can, bitch. What are you?
Hey, boom, you gotta tag me in that. Send that shit to me. I'm putting that on my story. Send that shit to me. Send that shit to me.
What you got to say about it?
What bothers me?
We have less choice in who our baby mothers are.
She's pretty.
Like,
you don't be pretty and dumb, sis.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. I don't want you to be dumb.
No. I
But
wish we
my
could
Lord.
choose who our baby. I wish we could choose our baby mothers. Unfortunately, y'all make that choice for us. But that's a conversation you really don't want to have.
I don't have any baby mamas.
Shut up.
Me neither,
Shut up,
man.
shit.
Me
I didn't choose
neither.
it. I made a choice.
Oh, should have been here last week.
Made a choice.
Yo, Boone, you got to send that to me, please. Jesus.
I got you, man.
Kanye.
Yes, send
Fatherhood.
that to me.
Fatherhood was a choice.
Send that to me, dog. Send that shit to me. I can't believe listen to me. Some of y'all out here need to have niggas proofread y'all shit before y'all press enter or send.
Word up, right? Yo, my man said TLC really called us scrubs while battling bankruptcy. Chapter 11, nigga.
That's not even right, but it's funny as shit.
Which chapter?
Oh my God.
Which chapter you in?
Oh my God.
We ain't even on the same page, nigga. You in a different chapter.
Right.
Y'all should see the pain in J3Z's face right now because he want to laugh, but he is cramping up inside holding that laughter in.
Man, listen,
that
dog.
nigga look like he holding in a fart right now. That nigga want to laugh. That nigga want to laugh. That shit, I never thought about that.
Nigga.
Jay was the person.
There's different chuckles when you married and shit.
Go on, tell him what I said. It better be good too. Don't shit on me.
Well, you said one of your boys was working at Target and he tried to talk to this girl and she was like, "Nigga, why would I talk to you? You work at Target." To which he replied, Nigga, you work at Target. Like, we here together. Like, what are you saying?
It's
Who
just
are you to be
I'm your supervisor.
right.
Nigga.
As
You
a
came
matter
here
of fact,
after me.
as a matter of fact, we got a spill in our so take your dumb ass over there.
Right.
If we were,
Since
if
you
we
don't
ain't
want to
got
talk
no,
to me, nigga, get to
and
work.
if we ain't got no clean mops, just turn yourself upside down and use that
Word
weed.
up.
Yeah.
Word
You
up,
see,
man.
you see that sense of entitlement? We are people who come from nothing. Where does this sense of entitlement come from?
Hey yo, I can't. I gotta
Value,
admit,
bro.
I was triggered. Talking about that passenger side of the best friend ride, like, cause we carpooling, niggas are scrubs, cause we carpooling out this motherfucker.
Worried about that
Because parking is terrible downtown.
Because
Parking
like,
is terrible downtown. And
like
it makes no sense for all
like
of us to
Brian
drive.
B. Knowing said, we come up in the DMV, so we all about the HOV lanes.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Bitch,
because I observe the HOV rules, I'm a scrub and shit.
Hey, man.
I'll be out there.
I slugged to work, ho.
Why you gotta be a
I'm
scrub?
telling you, man. Where does this sense of entitlement come from? Where?
Yo,
They
man.
calling us scrubs and Johnny Gill saying, ma. He's sitting up here begging bitches.
Sound like, what was his name? This nigga, Satchel. Who did you just sound like? Nigga, who did you just sound
Louis
like?
Armstrong ass nigga.
Yeah.
Satchmo ass nigga. Yeah. This nigga sound like Satchmo out this bitch.
Johnny Gill said, nigga, that's not Johnny.
Didn't Keith
real
Sweat
quick.
say there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody?
Yo, she said, I hate ranting to my boyfriend because he'll use logic and reasoning, and I'm really looking for someone just to be as over dramatic about the situation as I am.
Didn't I
Call
say
your
that
girlfriend
earlier?
about it.
Yes, talk to your girlfriend. And as a matter of fact, once you're done talking to her, both of you kill yourselves and make it a slow death. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you?
Look at him losing his logic and shit.
Yeah, how dare
Reasoning and
bitch, 2 plus you punk ass, 2 plus 2 ain't 4, it's 22, nigga. Like, shut up.
Because I feel like
Yeah,
Hey,
I feel
fellas,
like going on without you. Ain't that how the Bible comes in the church? I feel like going on without you.
hey man.
I feel like Eddie Kane on the 5 Heartbeats. I feel like going on without you. You must be.
this nigga Doug. Nigga Doug is
No,
quick.
come on, keep him going. Keep him going.
This nigga Doug quick on the insults.
Keep him going. You damn right, man. Keep him going. Keep him going, nigga. Come on.
Nah,
I know you got some more.
Man, we gotta listen, fellas. It's on us. I'm telling you, it is on us. If we're the leaders, if we're the leaders and we're the kings that we're talking about, nigga, we gotta step it up. We gotta step it up. We can't be worried about what other people are saying. We need to get the fucking house in order.
Right? Okay. Yeah. So you just drop kick him.
Whatever the fuck.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you
gotta
saying.
put him in the submission. You got you gotta get your Boston crab, your head
Hell
locked.
yeah,
your
I'm a
locked
for-
up.
I'm a-
Niggas
I'm a
don't be
for
trying to do
Nelson nigga.
submissions. Nigga be trying
I
to do
will
finishes.
put y'all in the- I will
with the
put y'all
Stone
in the
Cold
Ford
Stunner or the
Nelson.
rock bottom. You got the lock.
I will put y'all in the Ford Nelson, but I'm afraid of getting some of y'all
Boston
hair in my
crab, yo. Boston
If
crab.
you know what you're about, if you're looking at that, if you know where you're going, once that I don't need no man chick comes to you, you're like, I'm cool with that. You can go do your thing, like go your way. You're not going in the same direction I am.
I'd be quick to say that.
It's
too.
that
Nigga,
simple, man. I'm not gonna complain about these women, bro. I'm not, because I know where I'm going. I'm going
Because
this
you
way.
married, nigga.
Because
That's
I'm married.
right. That's right.
I don't like
Because I'm married.
Man, if
nigga.
you, if you don't shut
She
your
asked,
for better or worse having ass up.
word up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, do dudes turn down pussy? That's what she want to know.
Absolutely.
Okay, hold up. Has everyone here turned down pussy, and why?
It wasn't worth the headache.
It's pretty simple, man. Like, yo, like I see what comes with this.
It wasn't
Like,
worth the headache. the drama, all that.
I've turned down.
Hold on.
I've turned down some pussy, man. I've turned down some pussy.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and go to Douglas.
Yeah. I've definitely turned down some pussy, man.
Douglas Durag Bennett right now. Go ahead.
What was
Doug.
the question?
Do dudes turn down pussy?
As in a cat? I mean, I like dogs personally.
Vagina.
So, yes. Oh.
Insertion.
I feel like going on, though those trials come on every.
I take that as a no. I take that as a no. I take that as Doug. Once it's offered, Doug just taking the offer.
Taking off on the table, huh? Fellas, we have to do better.
Doug. I think we're getting to something, Doug.
No, real talk.
No, Doug.
It's too late, Doug.
No, Doug.
I've turned down pussy. I have turned down pussy before. It was not. Now understand this. It was not easy. It took, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I beat my dick into submission that night because she was fine as hell.
So why you didn't fuck with her?
Honestly, real talk, because A, we worked together. B, when I looked at her situation.
That's a good reason. That's a great reason.
We worked together, number one. And when we worked together, we worked in real close proximity. Number two, I looked at her situation. One thing about me, the older I get, the
ground and shit.
Yeah, it was. Number two,
how old were you when you got in this situation?
I was about 36, 37.
So you was in your 30s, or you already had some wisdom?
Yeah.
Yes.
You had you had some understanding.
You had some mistakes already made.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was,
you was in your 36 chamber, nigga.
He got burnt.
Yo, I had to protect that neck, nigga.
Swinging swords out here.
Hell yeah. No, but real talk. The older I get, the more I actually listen to women. Because I'm telling you right now, the one thing that I've come to this realization about.
Last week you told him to shut up.
He probably said that shit this week too, to be honest. It's a pretty high chance he
shut up, but I've been
listening. This wasn't even here. I'm pretty sure he said that.
This is the one thing I've learned. Women will tell you these three things about themselves. They'll tell you why they single. They'll tell you what can be done to get them. And they'll let you know if you do it to get them. When every woman tells you that. I don't give a damn who she is.
What was the last thing?
Every woman tells you that. The problem.
Say that last part again.
Why they're single.
Right.
What they can do to be gotten, and if you're the nigga that can do it to get them. Every woman lets you know that shit. And when you pay attention, a lot of times, if you pay attention to why they're single, you won't even need to get to the other two parts because it ain't worth the trouble. It really isn't.
Yo, but she be fat as shit though. Like, she be fat.
Man, it ain't even worth. I'm telling you right now. Don't get me wrong. Man. I love me a fat ass. I love me a fat ass.
And it be moving.
Yeah, without her.
I love me a fat ass, but trust and believe, boy, the pain and suffering that come along with that motherfucker.
Oh shit!
It is not worth it.
Keep on going, man.
Keep on going.
But look at all the cushion you got to deal with that shit.
That cushion ain't there for that fall that's gonna come. That cushion ain't there for that fucking fall that's about to happen.
Yeah.
I see bad broads every day. I know y'all do. You get to a point. Have you ever gotten to a point where you see a woman and she be bad as hell, and you be like, "Hold on, what is the shit that comes along with you?"
Yo, man, I have to admit,
value.
When I was younger, I used to like get infatuated with women. You know what I mean? Like I was.
Every young man does.
Yeah, there would be a woman. I'm like, I put the pussy on a pedestal.
That's the young man. Yeah, you supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? And I seen that shit get knocked off many a times. You know what I'm saying? By a lower caliber of nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
That nigga said a lower caliber of nigga.
Yes.
God damn.
He was
Yeah,
16.
nigga, I would never do that to her, but you go with him.
No, I'm just saying the ambitions of a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga it just happens to be popping. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Now he popped.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He has popped already. Yeah.
It just ain't worth it sometimes, man. Real talk. It just the older I get, man. The older I get, that shit really and truly is not worth it. And that's the sad part about it, because there are so many beautiful women, black women in this world. And you just look at them and you be like, shorty, you are. Corey Holcomb said this. Shout out to the great Corey Holcomb.
This is going to be horrible. I don't know what it is.
Corey Holcomb said, if you over the age of 30 and you still complaining about men, it's you, baby.
Yeah.
It's you. It's you. If you are fine and successful and you single, men, we as men got to take a step back. That's the reason why I say you got to look at a woman's situation. If you fine and you single and successful, something's wrong. Something is really not right. I'm sorry. Now, if you're a woman who sit up here and say, "Oh, I want to be by myself," then fine. But the average woman don't. If you're successful and beautiful and single, something wrong. Something. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, fellas, in that thought process.
Well, no, I mean, yo, some men, you know, like as a mature man, we may reject, we might pass on something. You know what I mean? But sometimes the response is, you know, why when we reject them, like we niggas is gay.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
why is it that women cannot accept what men have had beat down their throat for years?
God.
You're not good enough.
Not on this show, you won't do that.
Not after that. Graphic.
Let me rewind. Men.
You knew you weren't supposed to do that. You just kept going.
Why?
That was egregious.
Hold up. First and foremost, Boone, you a goddamn hypocrite. We don't let you get away with some shady shit too.
Nigga, hold
God
up.
damn it.
Yo, accountability. You know what I'm saying? It's the cornerstone of manhood, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But all right. Pause, rewind. Let's try that again. Pause, rewind. Why is it that women cannot accept what has been thrusted at men for decades? You're just not good enough. Why is that so hard for them to accept? You're just not good enough. You're just not good enough to this guy. Like even when I look at all of these shows, Brian, real talk.
Jay saying all jokes aside, he found somebody that was good enough, so he can't really relate to what we talking about.
No, but let me ask you a question.
I'm not saying I haven't found somebody that's good enough, but I know in the community it's an issue.
Let me ask you a question, Brian B. Knowing. Real talk, no jokes. Let's be for real. Are you a 10?
Go ahead.
Good for
Be honest.
Nigga, size 10.
This nigga.
Oh my God.
No, but for real. No jokes.
No jokes.
First of all, we wasn't talking to Boone. Second of all, the first thing out of Boone's mouth was a joke. This nigga follows zero direction, yeah. Talking about accountability is the cornerstone of manhood. Didn't follow a single direction.
He said no jokes from you, nigga.
Real talk, Brian. Real talk. All jokes aside, are you a 10? Are you a 10 physically?
No.
Thank you.
No.
So why
I be looking in the mirror like y'all niggas lucky I ain't tall. And boy,
fuck being tall, nigga. If you can sing, nigga. If you a nigga that can sing,
what you gonna do? Hum in your sleep, nigga? You're still ugly.
No. A nigga can sing and get the shit across, nigga.
There's some ugly singers out there. Remember that nigga that sang Return of the Mac?
Yeah. Oh shit. Yes, again.
That
Oh my God.
I'm just
That
saying.
song was a killer. He
But
got
why
you.
is it? Why is it? But why is it that women? It's impossible to tell them, shorty, you're not a 10. I'm sorry, you're not a 10. You're a 6 at best. Why is that so insulting? There are niggas out there that like 6s.
Little girls that you never people don't teach little girls that. So and it is solidified in them then that they are 10s or they are princesses, they are queens, they should be worshipped and taken care of and protected and provided for, and
I'm sorry, taking what up? Taking what up? No, taking what up, Brian B. Knowing? Taking what up?
Go ahead.
Taking care of.
That ain't what he said. That ain't what he said, Jay.
I fumbled it.
You fumbled, nigga. You fumbled, showing up. Oh, Omar Epps off the program, nigga, fumble. Yes, you did fumble. Taking care of dog.
Yo, we do this every Sunday night right here on SmokeBigLive.tv. This is the NEMPATHY Show. Everybody in here, just say your social media, where everybody can find you, what you got going on in the community.
Yo, follow me here. That's it. I ain't really doing shit. I'm not doing nothing.
Have you got that tree up out your yard yet?
Man, got the tree up. We planting some more shit. We got the garden going. Got some watermelon because I know Doug want the watermelon.
Showed up. And some chicken, nigga, because it's delicious.
We're growing grape soda.
How the fuck you grow grape soda?
Nigga, I'll be there for the grape soda.
Nah, man, follow me. I am Jay Easy everywhere. I'm just doing shit.
I'm just doing shit.
Follow me at Brian B. Doing.
Follow me at
TikTok.
that dude.
Follow me on TikTok.
Yeah, you on TikTok?
TikTok, yeah. Follow me at that dude _Doug. Check out my show, Conversation with Comedians, every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on NLGradio.com. Also on Spotify. You'll find out about some shows I got coming up. I got I think that's about it. My bad.
Yeah. Now Doug doing his thing. Doug out here.
No, you doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Trying to.
Hey, real quick. One of the things my friend told me, bro, to keep me going. He said there's no such thing as trying. You either doing it or you're not.
Word up.
You're right.
Brother, you're doing it, bro. So keep on
That's
doing
right. That's that Yoda from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. SONICBOONETV. Follow me. You know what I mean? On Instagram. I'm about to start.
No content.
Yeah. Word up. I'm about to get my Twitch shit. Start mixing on Twitch, man.
Yo, it's about fucking
time.
Okay, never mind.
Niggas be getting kicked off. Niggas be getting kicked off.
I don't use it anyway.
Yo, I was DJing at comedian Big Shorty's first Thursdays at the Breeze, which is coming up again. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got on Instagram, niggas was like, nah, they cut me off. Like, I hate that shit. What's the point? What's the point of going on
rights to this music?
Man, no, nigga, certain people get preference. And I don't understand what
you gotta produce content and you can get the preference, nigga.
Hey.
What you got, Doug?
Boom. Follow that star, buddy.
People Thomas.
Let's see. He's using this looking at windows.
This nigga perspective is crazy.
Listen to me. Any woman who leaves her window open wants to be seen. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Right? Any woman who leaves her window open wants to be seen. That last piece of chicken is there for somebody to eat, nigga. You leave your window open at night, I'm only looking at it there to make sure that nobody else is in there with you. I'm in there for you. I'm protecting you. You say black women need to be protected. I'm protecting you.
The views of Douglas.
Let them see you close your window.
What was it?
Because they want the attention. Don't give them the attention. They want the attention. Let them see you close your window. I don't want to see this shit.
Oh, you tell them. Bitch, close your windows. Watch
Got an apple?
Nobody wants to see you.
Hold on.
Ain't that Johnny Appleseed? Ain't that Johnny
Yeah,
Appleseed?
man.
Did you just pull
We
an
out
apple
here.
up?
We health as wealth, nigga.
Niggas almost 1 in the morning. What are you saying?
So what,
Yes,
nigga?
what are you
Start early,
doing?
nigga. Get my
So
apple
what
a
you
day
supposed
early.
to do? What you supposed to? Your munchie's supposed to be some bullshit or some
Yo,
healthy shit?
I've done that. That's the one thing I did, bro. Just when you get the munchies, have fruit available for you, man.
Yeah, niggas is some hating.
These niggas clown me because I was eating grapes earlier.
No, nigga, your grapes was loud in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
So you the first nigga in the world who bought an apple with a silencer.
Nigga,
Because you was eating grapes and looking at the lady next door with your fucking telescope, nigga. That's why I was getting that shit.
First of all, Doug had some of the freshest grapes that I ever heard.
That's nigga.
Because them grapes sound like pretzels.
Man, them shits was
They was crunchy as
Damn, I want some grapes.
them shits was genetically modified, nigga.
Now this nigga wants some grapes. Nigga. This a Fruit of the Loom commercial. That nigga got the apple, I got the grapes. You better get you a banana, nigga.
They still crunchy. They been
Yo,
sitting out for 2 hours.
I'm not gonna be the dude that eats the banana on the Fruit of the Loom commercial.
Not on this show.
I'm not. I'm not. Not me, son.
Every man
You gotta
knows
cut it up.
You gotta break that. You can't. You gotta break that.
Yo, we got hold on. We gotta stop that.
Hey, yo,
Niggas
in
can't
front,
even eat.
in front of the loom, in front of the loom, there's no banana.
Yes, there
Take
is.
it out. Cut. Hold on. Let's look it up.
Look it up. I think there
Mandela
is.
effect. Mandela effect.
It's a banana.
Word up. And in the '80s, it was a banana and shit.
Nah, ain't no banana.
Ain't no banana.
What is it?
It's
It's
berries.
an apple?
It's berries.
It's an
Berries,
apple.
apple.
It's your nuts.
Grapes.
It's not. Ain't,
Grapes.
They
Green
got rid
grapes.
of-
It's purple grapes, green grapes.
Yeah.
and yellow dots.
They got rid of the banana. It's 2 sets of grapes.
There
in that
wasn't no
bitch now.
fucking banana in there.
It's 3 sets of grapes.
I thought it
It's-
was.
I
it's
think there was a
purple,
banana
green,
They
and-
might add a
what is the
banana
other thing?
today.
today.
They might add one.
Right.
I'm not about to sit up here and go through no goddamn fruit discussion with y'all.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
we out of
definitely,
here.
definitely not.
NEMPATHY. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace. Yeah. This nigga J bounce and shit.
Gotta go pick her up. Well, this nigga.
Wait, what happened? Somebody gotta pick some.
Yeah, he just said he had to go pick her up.
Oh.